Maybe I'm just an angry black man, and I don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm tired of logging onto my social media, seeing these fake woke. I'm outraged. What we gonna do about these white people killing us videos? For the past 60 years, we tried to warn y'all that these devils ain't changed. They was on the same shit they daddies and they granddaddies was on. But y'all wasn't trying to hear it. They told you we was living in a post-racial society. You voted for Barack Obama, you thought shit changed. You let them convince you that we was the drug dealers, that we was the murderers, that we was the super predators, that we was the threat, that we were the vicious savages that needed to be civilized. Go talk to your grandmama and your granddaddy. Find you an old black man and black woman and ask them about America before the civil rights movement, before the rich left us in the ghetto, before they went and rubbed elbows with their oppressor and left us to die and starve in the hood. We knew back then that we was all we got. We knew who the enemy was. We knew where the safe side of town was. You allowed them to convince you that you needed the right to vote. You let them convince you that you ain't need to keep your neighborhoods, you ain't need to keep your businesses, you ain't need to keep your schools, and look at what it's got us. We went and integrated with them. That brother in Georgia, Ahmaud Arbery, he dead because he ain't know who the devil was. Our people being oppressed in Brooklyn, New York right now because of goddamn quarantine because they don't know who the devil is. I read a story about a brother down in Mexico who got killed by the police because his daughter called 911 and now she know who the devil is. All y'all fake G's on the internet making these videos, all in the comments talking about somebody better ride for Ahmaud Arbery, perpetrating like you about some action, talking about what you would have did if it was your people, if it was your family. Nigga, stop lying. You wasn't gonna do shit because you can't do shit because you scared to do shit. And I ain't even mad because you scared. I ain't even angry because of your outrage. I'm angry because you ignorant. Because after this shit, all you're gonna do is go vote. After this, all you're gonna do is beg your oppressor for mercy. But what you're not gonna do is separate. What you're not gonna do is stop getting high. You ain't gonna stop celebrating his holidays, worshiping his God, adopting his culture. Truth be told, Commander General Yohana is the only black man that's raising up soldiers that's ready to ride. Raising up soldiers that ain't sleep. Raising up soldiers that ain't afraid. Raising up soldiers that ain't dumbed down and drugged out. Black man, now's the time, man. You brothers out there, you tired of the shit that's going on, you ready to do something, you ready to lace up your boots and be about some action? Come into the ISUPK. Since 1969, we've been putting action behind the words that we speak, raising up God's people and restoring them to their righteous place. Y'all ready to ride? You ready for some warfare? Y'all know where to find us, man. ISUPK.com. Under Commander General Yohana since 1969. Salute to the Angry Black Man Media Squad. I'm Captain 10,000 of Soccer War. I'll holler at y'all.
Yeah. But I took an oath that I'ma stand up and blaze the truth on any motherfucker. Yeah. Bury me a priest. Up at night I never sleep, contemplating how to set my people free. Bury me a priest. Revolution I be moving, got the feds, get a bodies in these streets. Nigga, bury me a priest. Restoring honor to my dad's name, he died before he ever got to see. Bury me a priest. If the devil rest in peace, tell my kids that it died on his feet. Bury me a priest. So cold-blooded, but the hoes love it. Posted with the low stugging. In 15, I got caught up in the wrong spot. The cop tried to whoop me till my nose blooded. Now I'm fighting back. Suit up on my killers in that black. Troopers with them killers in the cat. Catch me on the corner going hard with the motherfucking bat. Lays on your bitch ass. Drop the trooper names and I get cash. Bring it to the table, then we split that. It's that nation building flow to make the dead turn their neck like a whiplash. Comparing me a priest. Up at night I never sleep. Contemplating how to set my people free. Comparing me a priest. Revolution I be moving, got the fans get the violence in these streets. Nigga comparing me a priest. Who's going honor? Come my dad's name and die, boy, ever got to see. Carry me a priest. If it's devil, rest in peace. Tell my kids that it died on his people. Carry me a priest. I'm from the south and knew a trail up in Cardell. Met a nigga by the name of Tardell. The pretty ain't his real name. They put me on the work from the cartel. Bitch ain't a snitch, never snitch. Then I hit my brother up, I got a lit. This right before the truth, that shit legit. We can ship it by the truck loaded. Powder in the summer, we gon' hit, nigga. Yeah. About to be the man on they bitch ass. Got cream plus the Zans on they bitch ass. Pop a rubber band on the bitch ass. The fuck a nigga saying I don't trick cash. Let's slow the car down while I ride down the I-95 thinking about my daughter's eyes on some real shit. My partner caught a case, face the time. What the fuck is going through a nigga's mind on some real shit?
New York, New York, I think. Carolina.
Yeah, my daddy passed away while I was crying, but my pride won't let me keep crying. Real shit, something gotta give shit. Cause somebody gotta make it out these streets. They're burying me a priest. Up at night I never sleep, contemplating how to set my people free. Bury me a priest. Revolution I be moving, got the fans, get a violence in these streets, nigga. Bury me a priest. Restoring honor to my dad's name. He died before he ever got to see. Bury me a priest. If it's devil, rest in peace. Tell my kids that it died on his feet. Bury me a priest.
I turn up when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, you gon' find me in the field. House niggas looking at a nigga like chill. I go hard when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, find me in the field. I don't give a fuck how a house nigga feel. Belly of the beast, we been living in hell. They like, damn, Kai, how could you tell? Put us in the project, set us up to fail. Round here, bullets be flying like hell. Too many of my niggas either dead or in jail. Make a nigga work when you locked in a cell. Can't find work when you out on bail, but your homie got the work, so we passed to a scale. Got them birds like the Bible got quail. Niggas selling out cause their mama got bills. Turning the coons like Oprah and Gail. How you sell your soul just to get a little kill? They put you in a dress when you get a record deal. Wanna see a nigga getting high on pills? You can dance on a pole, you can sell that tail, but they never tell a nigga that he can go to Yale. You're pretty equal, that's white males. All lives matter, not black males. Another mother crying, another coffin got a nail. How many brothers out here got killed? How many of our sisters out here gotta heal? How many more caps gotta get peeled? We beef with each other so quick to pull the steel. George Zimmerman still alive and well. I turn up when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, you can find me in the field. House niggas looking at a nigga like chill. I go hard when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, find me in the field. I don't give a fuck how a house nigga feel. I turn up when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, you gon' find me in the field. House niggas looking at a nigga like chill. Yo, chill.
All right. Hey, y'all know what time it is, man. It's another episode, man. Boot Up and Shut Up Radio.
That's right.
Coming to you live. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Listen, man. 86th episode. We're not where we want to be, you know what I'm saying? And we're not where we want to be yet. We ain't gonna listen. We're gonna keep rocking this out, man, till Christ return. You know what I'm saying? Under command of General Hunter again. Boot Up or Shut Up Radio, 86th episode. Y'all already know who this is, man. Priest and Officer 5000. Awanya Alabanya Habada Banyasha Allah. That's my registry. And also, listen. We got some things lined up for you tonight. Okay, we got some things lined up for you tonight. Of course, y'all know, you know what I'm saying, it's the weekend, you know, of the Corona tour, you know what I'm saying, by 12 Shield General Mahaiman. He's here in the building, you know what I'm saying, and he is, listen, man, if you didn't come down, listen, make sure you catch it on video. That's, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you catch the breakdowns. Again, you know, today was an excellent breakdown of the creation, you know what I'm saying, and the beginning of how things started. So, you know, a lot of brothers say there's no science, you know, in the Bible and so forth. That's because they never read the Bible, never came to the class, all right? So, again, we coming at you all angles. Of course, y'all know in pocket we got Priest and Captain 13,000 Kahan Thamyad, you know, rocking it out, reporting live from hell. Now, if you all know what time it is also, you all saw me drop it on Boot Up and Shut Up Radio page. Y'all know we got Priest and Captain 13,000 Mashak Mayam Bayam is in the building. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna join us tonight, y'all, on Boot Up and Shut Up Radio. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The one that says, you know what I'm saying, the white man is a cancer. Okay? He's a virus. Alright? He's in the building, man. Alright? He's gonna join us in just a second. Alright? So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Let me make sure I got a Cap on the line. I'm gonna say cool, he's on. Let me go ahead and get down here and go ahead and bring Cap on, all right? Again, it's good to have everybody in the building, man, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring it to you live like we always do, ISUPK. Big ups to all the ISUPK radio affiliates, man, across the globe. You know what I'm saying? And we're growing exponentially, all right? We're growing every time, man. Listen, man, the Feast of First Fruits was absolutely wonderful. I'm saying all the brothers, captains in their areas, I know you all were handling and holding it down. I'm saying plenty of brotherly love. I'm saying sisterhood as well, you know what I'm saying? And guess what? Excellent food, man. Okay, can't nobody cook like an ISUPK sister, man. Can't nobody cook like an ISUPK sister, man. You know why? Because it's the truth. Right. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? And listen, and it was glorious. You know what I'm saying? It was absolutely glorious. You know what I'm saying? Good night, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? So listen, as you know, we coming live. We're doing it live from Houston. I'm in the Houston school. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to Captain Yatazak. He's in the building as well. You know what I'm saying? We got 5,000 Malakwat in the building. Y'all know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? I got my brother Rhyme. Rhyme was on the pit. You know what I'm saying? Cooking it up. Listen, man. Listen, before I say that, I want to say this before I go into it. The brother had the pit on the back of the truck, okay? Going back and forth, riding through the streets of Houston, letting that brisket marinate for 12 hours, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it real. Only in the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man, listen, we got Priest and Officer 1,000. Ron is in the house, you know what I'm saying, holding down Shamar, you know what I'm saying, for 12 Shield General Mahaiman, man. It ain't no other like, look, I ain't never seen it like Ron do Shamar, straight up, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to give it like it's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? Got big ups to my brother from Florida in the building, you know what I'm saying? He made about $3,000 off the camp, I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody bought a hat, t-shirt, you know what I'm saying? You know, and the shoes to match, you know what I'm saying? Straight up. Saying, so listen, man, big ups, you know what I'm saying, to UPK Florida, man, you know what I'm saying, gear. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? It's super, super fresh. But listen, if you ain't got it, make sure that you go out and get it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you go out and get it, all right? All right, let me go ahead and join the call with Captain Kahan. I know he's waiting on the line, ready to get it in, all right? Let me go ahead and get him on real fast. All right? All right. Yeah, I got you, Cap. Just stay online. Okay, elect. Okay, there you go. All right, cool. So there you go. So he should be on. right, Cap, you on? You know you're gonna be on. Let me see. The music stop lets me know that he is on the line. All right, Cap, you there? Let me see. Let me get this out of the way. Is he calling in? Yeah, he got to be on the line if it stopped, right? Let me check this real quick, y'all. All right. Let me check this out. Should be on the line. Okay, what I'll do, this is what I'll do. I'll go ahead and have him, okay, cool, he said okay. All right, can you hear me? Let me go ahead and go on. Let me see something. Can you hear me, Cap? Just in case you don't know. I don't see it right here, so I might just have him call my line direct and go in from there. Let me see, Chromium. All right. Yeah, this is what I'll do, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and have him call in my line. All right. I'll go ahead and reach him. All right. We'll go ahead and do it like that and get started. Cause it's too much tonight. All right. All right. Shalom, Lord of Christ. I'm gonna go ahead and put you in, so you can go ahead and go in live. All right.
Okay. You want me to call other number or stick with this number?
Now you can go ahead and stick where you at. You gonna go ahead and go off my phone. We're gonna do it like that with no problem.
We can hear him. Okay. Can you hear me clearly? You hear the background noise?
No background noise, and we can hear you clearly.
Perfect.
Clearly, we can hear you. Absolutely clearly.
Are we live? We're not live now. Are we?
Hey, can you turn this mic on and put it right here? Sure. That'd be cool. The water, sir. Oh, not you. Somebody else. I'm gonna order you. Somebody else. Hook this up so we can hear Cap absolutely clear.
Are we not live right now? Are we?
Connor McCon, we live right now. I'm just hooking you. Yeah, you can put that right there. You know how to do it. And then they actually what they doing, they putting you on the loudspeaker, at the school so everybody can hear you. And let's turn that speaker toward that because it's the microphone right here. All right, so it'll have to be right up on them, just kind of like turn it that way, right? And then turn it up, turn that mic up so we can hit this camera right here and we're good. Okay. We should be ready to rock and roll. Or rock and rap, however you want to do it. Yeah, so listen, y'all know what's going on. We're going to get into it. I'm saying we had a lot of things transpire throughout the week. Different protests. But UPK, we're gonna go behind the scenes. We're gonna let you know what's really going on, all right? Right? And why this is still happening the way it's happening, right? Okay. Yeah. There we go. Okay. All right, Captain Gahan, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm ready. I'm all set.
There you go. That's it right there. All right. Well, you super loud.
Okay. You go ahead. I guess you want to do, introduce everybody to the show. For the new listeners out there, I'll be on standby when you get done with that. We go ahead and rock it out. Is Rashad there?
Come on. We ready?
Okay, most side Christ. All right. Do your thing. I'm waiting in the wings.
Yeah, we here a little bit. We ready. Okay, so we ready to go. We wait on Captain Mashak. Whenever you get ready, he can just come on up at any time. We're gonna go ahead and get started. All we got to do is say something. You know what I'm saying? Just like you, Cap. Mess around and crank him up, and he coming.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's get it, y'all. So listen, man, we got our first story for tonight, all right? And it's a good one, all right? It's titled, Eve Responds to the Backlash Over Saying She Has Uncomfortable Conversations with Her White Husband. All right? That's where we at. Shit.
Listen, hold on. Can I say one thing? I want y'all to...
Oh, no, sir, it's not mine. Yeah, oh, please. Connor McCon, say it. Say it.
I got to say it. The
Say
UPK, we are pro when it comes to the test. Okay?
Right.
The UPK, we are pro. Shout out to all the brothers and all the camps out there in the ISUPK, all the different branches that have been going to the protest.
Right.
And been letting our people know what time it really is. I want to say something about this article. We can get all the way into it.
Right.
The interracial relationships are going through a crisis right now.
Right.
You hear me? They being married. They trying to get all the marriage counseling, all the racial counseling they can get. And this is what the Lord said. What He said. Let's go right into the story. Because this is going on all over the world.
Con. All right, let's go ahead and get the first story in for the night, y'all. All right, so we're going to go over here, first story. All right, again, the title, Eve responds to backlash over saying she has uncomfortable conversations with her white husband. All right. Now, Eve is speaking out after receiving criticism for saying she is having uncomfortable conversations with her white husband. On Tuesday's episode of The Talk at Home, the former rapper told her co-host that she and her British entrepreneur husband, Maximilian Cooper, were reflecting on race amid the protests against racial injustice and police brutality in the wake of George Floyd's death. I am in an interracial relationship, she explained. I am having some of the most difficult and uncomfortable conversations I think I've ever had, and vice versa with my husband. Twitter blew up.
Can you repeat that one more time for all the people out there who listening, who may be thinking about going and getting in a relationship? Can you repeat that one more time? This is why the Bible is right. This is why the Lord is never wrong in what He's saying. Because who you are joined to, like those issues, those social issues and things are going to happen. You understand? And it's showing that it's not natural, because if it was natural love, you wouldn't have an uncomfortable conversation. It should be natural. It should flow like, well, we together. But you can't be together because you're separate. You're two different races of people.
Right.
And you have two different interests. Keep going.
Con. I am in an interracial relationship, she explained. I am having some of the most difficult and uncomfortable conversations I've ever had, and vice versa with my husband. Now, Twitter blew up, condemning the TV host, suggesting she didn't have these conversations before the civil unrest. As one wrote, Eve talking about she's been recently having the most uncomfortable conversations with her husband because of what's going on. Ma'am, well, you married him before having these conversations. Another post.
Exactly. Hold on. Whoever said that was exactly right.
Good.
You see that?
Woo!
And what is he showing you? That she married him for the money.
Oh, man.
Like, you supposed to have uncomfortable conversations before this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So she done got herself, and see, they always get themselves, a lot of these worlds out here and these different things get themselves in these situations, and then now they want the public to have some sympathy for them.
Right.
There will be no sympathy with the black community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you're trying to explain to him, you know what I'm saying, why you feel the way about what's going on, and think about it, why all of a sudden now? That means that you haven't these same thing with Van Jones. Remember we talked about Van Jones?
Right.
He said he ain't seen black people this mad in 20 years. Nigga, where the hell you been for 20 years?
That's right.
The hell you ain't, so
Right.
nigga, you ain't been black in 20 years. That's the last time you see, we deal, as black men in America, we deal with rage on a constant basis.
Right.
On a day basis. We deal with rage, and thank God for the ISUPK Commander General, because we able to channel that rage. He has given us an outlet, showing how to channel and use that rage for productive purposes.
Right.
Which is why the ISUPK the spotlight should be on us 24/7 right now. America they talk about America's in a crisis. Oh, we knew America was in a racial crisis from the beginning of it. But now it has reached a boiling point into the street. And now everybody trying to figure out what white man calling, asking what books to read, what they trying to sign up for. Listen, we specialize in race relations. We've been telling you this.
Right.
You transfer all the money, get the money to Commander General. I'm gonna say it boldly. Get the money. You want to fix this condition. You better get it to the only man who can fix this condition, who has the solution, which is separation. You understand?
That's right.
Because that is the issue. That is the main issue. The Lord said in the scriptures, he said he was going to sever us from other people. He said it. And it's going to be uncomfortable being severed from these other people, man. Keep reading, my brother.
Come. Heavy. All right, so now, another posted, I don't want to hear shit from Eve talking about she has been having uncomfortable conversations with her, I guess, YT husband, because, bitch, what the F or what the fuck did you think would happen when you decided to marry outside of your race?
That's right.
Good night.
Look at that. I'm sorry, Captain Shock. Captain Shock. I'm showing. Yeah, I'm showing myself. I'm calling the Captain Shock.
Yeah, I'm showing
He on the show, man.
Hey.
Shout out to Captain Shock on the show with Slot Cap.
Hey, big up to you, Listen, Doc, I've been watching this for a few weeks now. I'm glad to be on here, and I'm glad this is the topic y'all deal with first. Like, she talking about, this is the first difficult conversation that she's had. How the hell y'all had sex? That's what I want to know.
Right.
If the sex wasn't difficult, then you had to swallow everything that come after. Like, that should have been the first difficult thing. Like, you laid on with this man who comes from the seed of the people that oppress your people. Who comes from the seed of the people that made you a stripper before you was a rapper, that made you have to take your clothes off, destroy the people, and you go give your tail to him, and somehow you think by being a traitor to your people is going to make you have a happy, successful marriage.
Right.
She looked at him like he was, like Casanova, like she was marrying something great, and lo and behold, your marriage is in trouble now. Oh Lord. If the sex was not a problem, nothing could be a problem. We don't hear nothing from Eve, man. She had to revoke her Rough Rider's badge. She ain't Rough Rider no more.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everything bothering her now. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. And these celebrities, they have to know that they just to entertain and should not ever open their mouth for black people's business.
Right.
Unless it's to say the white man is the devil. Anything besides that, you should just shut your mouth and lead the word to the priest and prophet of the Lord.
That's
You know what I mean? That was it. Go ahead.
Hey, and if I can, Cap, before you go in, Cap, Slocky, so if I can, I know you're going in. I just want to say one thing.
Like, definitely hitting the nail on the head, man. That's what's going on. This is the problem that's going on right now. You have people who are not qualified to speak on these things. They're given a platform.
Right.
Like, you got people who are disqualified from speaking about race relations. And same thing with that rapper Trina out there in Florida. Like, it's the same thing. They put in their mouth and they giving them a platform to speak about these things, and they're not qualified. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things that disqualify you from speaking about our issues. And interracial marriage is one of them.
That's right.
Pay attention, everybody. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, meaning you can apply these things to your life. And she now got herself in a jam, got herself in what they consider on social media the sunken place. Shout out to all our memers and streamers out there. They got herself in that, and now she's looking for a life raft.
Right.
Nice.
You understand? You got it on one, y'all.
I'm going. Well, you said what I was going to say, Cap, which is anyone that marries outside of their race, right? Outside of Israelites, that immediately disqualifies you for even opening up your mouth. Like, Jamie Foxx, for instance, right? He's trying to take a stand with the family, right? And you have other people I can't name off the top, but of course Eve is the topic tonight. Those celebrities or those people have nothing to say because the Bible speaks about in the 4th chapter of Tobit, right? 12th chapter, when it says that you despise your people.
That's
you know what
right.
I'm saying? We know when you don't take one from the stock of your own people, right? So you actually despise, and hate your own people. So I'm gonna go ahead and I don't know if you were pulling it, but I'm gonna go ahead and get that, and then we'll get back into it, Cap.
Most definitely. That's right. Let's get it. And I want to say one thing before you go and just to segue into that. Right now, brothers and sisters, with all this protest and all these people are talking, we're dealing with the process of elimination. And the ISUPK, we're the filter. So we're going to filter through all these things, and we're going to show you, we're going to go through the process of elimination to show, and I don't want to say this, even the ones that's saying something that may be credible. They are using our talking points. I make no qualms in saying this, because we've been saying this on the street. I mean, every day in America, every weekend, every day, and we always on the street. We've been saying this. So they've been listening, and now we are watching them. Even white people are regurgitating some of the talking points that we have to get Commander General Hunter,
Right.
the ISUPK have been using on these streets.
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
Right. Now you said it. You said it right there. Okay, so this is in the Apocrypha, right? This is Tobit, chapter 4, verse 12 and 13. I'll run through them real quick. Beware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers, and take not a strange woman to wife, which is not thy father's tribe. For we are the children of the prophets, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning, even that they all married wives of their own kindred, and were blessed in their children, and their seed shall inherit the land. Verse 13. Now therefore, my son, love thy brethren, and despise not in thy heart thy brethren,
Right.
the sons and daughters of thy people, in not taking a wife of them.
Right.
For in pride and destruction, for in pride is destruction and much trouble, and in lewdness is decay and great want. For lewdness is the mother of famine.
That brother, that's like camera shot. That's why I'm a uniform camera.
No, go ahead. You go ahead. No, go ahead. Listen, I'm scrolling my phone right now,
Right.
looking for things Eve said when she first married that devil in defense of the interracial marriage. And for the life of me, I can't find it. But I know it exists.
Right.
Because when she married him, it was a problem. And I'm sure she was one of those saying, don't listen, she don't see color, love has no color, and love is blind, and she should be able to love who she wants. Well, then he should be able to love who he wants. This difficult conversation she's having is that she understands why her people riot because she's from the children of slaves, and he can't understand why her people riot because he's from the children of the owners of the businesses that the slaves are rioting after.
Right.
Both their interests are different. You
Right.
can't serve two masters. So now, if you could love who you want to love, let him love his white people and white business and white money. You made your choice to love him. He made a choice to not love you in a time when your people needed love. And that should be a lesson. That's a good lesson for Eve. Right? Rough Rider, stand up.
That's right. That's right.
That's a good lesson for Eve.
Wait a minute.
Damn right. No, damn right, man. Hey, Captain Shot once again always hit the nail on the head, man. That's why, and it's so heavy because her name Eve. Like, I mean, it fits the whole narrative.
Yep.
Of Eve. Like that's why the word naive means nigh unto Eve.
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she's simple minded.
That's right.
You understand? Like there is no refund on certain out. That's what you gotta understand now.
Right.
You got a lot of people who want to go to the round table, have a round table discussion. Some of them are now even get invited into the White House now. You understand? They inviting all the king's horsemen and all the king's men to the White House to try to figure out how to dress this shit up. And there ain't no dressing it up.
It ain't.
You know what I'm saying? America, you're dealing with a failed state. You're dealing with all the signs of a failed state and failed institution of systematic racism. And we've been telling this, Captain Sharp, no, in the streets of D.C., we was giving them hell in D.C.
That's right.
We giving them hell. Captain Sharp out there giving them hell in D.C. right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But a while back, you know, them niggas were trying to rally up against us. We
That's
didn't
right.
fight with some of you Black Lives Matter people, too.
Yep.
You understand? You understand? So, them painting Black Lives Matter don't stop gentrification. Them painting the streets with Black Lives Matter don't stop Chopping City from being gentrified. And I don't want to get off topic.
Right.
I'm going to stay on this hole.
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
All right, let's get it in. All right, so now in a preview clip for Tuesday's episode next week, Eve wanted to clear up any misunderstandings from her comments. Quote, I got some backlash just recently. When I spoke out about myself, she began. Me being in an interracial relationship and saying that I'm having some of the most difficult conversations that we've ever had, and some people lit up the comments and trashed me. and were questioning whether this was the first time I had these conversations. And I want to be very clear. She continued, "We have had many conversations because I've been in this relationship for many years. When you enter an interracial relationship, there are conversations you must have. That's just natural. So this is not the first one. I've been having some of the most difficult conversations because we are in one of the most difficult places in our nation, in our world, in this time. So that's why I said that it was difficult." Okay, so even went on to explain how she is the proud black stepmother to her 4 stepchildren.
Now hold on.
Okay, let me get that out.
If I can interject 1 second.
Okay.
See how once again the race card reigns supreme.
Oh, good night.
Now the title, once again, you got people who gonna hide behind that blackness. Even during the interracial, we said this with the LGBTQI community. Those who are still identifying, you can't identify as a man when you're a man, but you can identify with being black.
Right.
Once again, the race card is something you can never change. You can't change your race. You can try to flip flop and do all this other stuff. Now she's a proud black woman. See that? That term proud black woman had to do with marrying a black man at one time.
Man.
But now she has tried to change the definition once again. They are trying to manipulate and change the narrative.
Right.
You're not going to change the narrative with UPK.
You're not.
That's why you're afraid of us right now. You understand? You're trying to block us on social media. You're trying to block us on these street corners and the protests, but you can't block us.
Nah.
Like I said, we got free reign now. We damn near can protest on the goddamn Capitol steps like that if we want to.
Right.
Go ahead.
Come. All right, so it goes on. She says, even went on to explain how she is the proud black stepmother to her 4 stepchildren and has talked to them to see if anyone ever said anything racially to them regarding the relationship. So, my conversations are difficult, but because we are in a difficult place, I just want to clear that up, right? The "let me blow your mind" singers comments come as the nation continues to protest the death of Floyd, who died after the white police officer kneeled on his neck for several minutes in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Last Friday, Derek Chauvin was arrested after video captured him with his knee on George Floyd's neck for more than 8 minutes during Floyd's arrest for allegedly passing a counterfeit $20 bill. Floyd was unresponsive when paramedics arrived and was later pronounced dead. Right. So Chauvin faces second-degree murder and second-degree manslaughter charges. The third other officers in the arrest, who are Thomas Lane, J.A. Kiyun, and Tao Tall.
Officer Coronavirus.
Right, exactly. Were charged with aiding and abetting the homicide. That's the end of that disgusting story. Thank you, y'all.
Yeah, so if I could, she ain't no proud step black mother. She's a man. She's an auntie mama.
That's
what
right.
She is,
Say a
and
man.
let me tell you something. It's only gonna give those white kids a platform for once to say that I'm able to do what I'm able to do because I had a black mother. When they're gonna use, once again, Scripture stated that we laid our soul down. They set our soul down. Give me that scripture right there that we may go over. Like that's what they say to our soul, which is why they're able to study, which is why they're able to put spiritually. Is what happens spiritually, but it manifests in everyday life. Because it's why we always in a position of being under their foot or under their knee. You understand?
Come on.
This is why we're in this position, because we want to marry outside our race, and we want to look for some comfort in that. There will be no easy conversations now. All conversations from this point on will be uncomfortable, which is why you see the clash between the police union, the clash that breaking ranks right now as we speak.
Right.
I'm telling you right now, they're breaking ranks right now as we speak. The UPK receiving calls. A lot of you ex-police officers, a lot of you want to go ahead and make the call right now. Don't delay. You understand? You know he's saying the truth. Get on board, man. Because the only solution to this is not voting, but it's separation, man. The Lord wants separation, which is why he pushed the pause button on America right now. And right now, it seems like he's about to push the rewind button because we're going back to the 60s.
Man.
Go ahead, brother. That next thought, I'm sorry, Captain Shot.
Yeah.
You before the Captain Shot.
Yeah, listen, man.
Come on.
I just seen something here, right? She say how they met. This is Eve, right?
No, man.
This is what she said when they met. She said, being married has changed me in a lot of different ways. It's funny because I'm really fiercely independent person. I'm a really fiercely independent person, and I always have been. Being married, you have to relinquish some of that. Not in a bad way, but in the way that you need to sit back and trust your partner to be able to help you with things. Sometimes my husband has to say to me, chill, you're my wife now. I can take the ball from here. Don't stress. So this bro here, this bitch ass,
Wow, now go ahead.
she married a white man with money, and she now becomes dependent. You hear what because she was a fiercely independent person, but because he's a white man with money, she becomes dependent. And this is what she said: you have to trust him, that your partner, to be able to help you with things. Well, he's helping you right now, woman. He's showing you your place in this kingdom. You're his mommy. You're his slave. And she's complaining now that she can't have children with him. Right? They're trying for children. That's what she's saying. She can't get pregnant. Let me give you some help, Eve. That cracker don't want you pregnant.
That's right.
He wants 4 pure kids from his white woman. He wants you for that tail.
That's it.
Listen, there's another part here. Hold on. There's another part.
Man, that's heavy.
They said, okay, this is how she teases him. This is how she plays with him. She said, my poor baby, I don't let him dance. It's really bad. It's honestly so bad that I thought he was joking. I was like, oh, that's cute. You're dancing, you know. And he did it again and did it again. I was like, you know what? You shouldn't dance. He's cute. So it really messes his whole thing up. So I'm like, you know what? She said, I'm like, you know what? You stand there. I'll dance around you.
No.
Listen, I don't know what else she wanted.
Come on.
Listen, she married the stripper pole, and now because the pole rejecting her,
man.
she have a problem.
Right.
If the sex was not a problem, this can't be a problem.
Right.
You understand? The person you have sex with, it dictates how you take your position in life. It dictates your stance.
That's heavy.
You chose to marry the slave master, then you compromise your ability to feel for the slaves. You compromise your ability to express yourself for the slaves because you're tied to your slave master. You made your bed, go lie in it, Eve. Go lie in that bed.
Man, good night.
Right. Damn right, man. Captain Shot always bringing.
She said I would dance
straight
around.
up, you know what I'm saying? Oh, no punches, man. I mean, listen. This is why other nations and other governments and people, they understand that marriage is what? An institution.
Yep.
And the Lord had gave us the right way to make sure that we uphold that institution in the right way.
Right.
It's a political. Why do you want to talk about voting? Don't you know marriage is a political decision? Did you know that? Marriage is a political decision. And who you marry decide a lot of things, your viewpoints in life.
Oh boy.
They don't understand that they have diluted marriage, and like the scriptures say, lewdness have became decay, and it had decayed. Her whole world is decayed right now because God believe when he go out with his dinner party with his white friends, she's the token Negro. She's the token Negro. Tell us about the. I love this DM, and every time they get to the N word, they look at her.
Right.
Every time they get to the N word, they look at her ass.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right. Listen now. Hold on. I just got an article here from the Los Angeles Times in 2014. She said, I've never been the type of person to discriminate, but I honestly have to say, I never thought I'd be with a white guy ever. I know that sounds horrible.
Man.
She said with a laugh, but it just happened. He's amazing. I'm the first black girl
Stop.
he's ever been with.
Stop it.
It's been interesting.
Stop it.
So while you was experimenting with the swirl, while you was over there experimenting with sour milk and yogurt, having all the fun in the world, now you want to have a conscience? Oh boy, these hoes, boy.
And she believed what he told her about her being the first black woman.
Come on.
She actually believed that.
Come on.
A rich billionaire traveling around the world, and you know he been to all those types of, and dogged out our women like that.
That's right.
Come on now.
She believes she's the special one.
Yeah. Okay, so we got.
That's heavy. I mean, what you got going on is some slave play. What you got going on right now? What you got is the master and some slave. That's like she's a sexual fantasy to him. And after a while, that's gonna play out, and it's starting to play out right now, which is why conversations are becoming uncomfortable. But I ain't gonna hold y'all one, y'all. Let's go to the next story. We could.
All right, come. All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and get to the next story, right? And the next story for everybody reads as such. We have a black woman discovers that the white man she was dating sent vile, racist messages about her to his friends, calling her the N-word and saying his grandpa would have owned her.
Hold on. I want y'all to, first of all, before we go any further, am I in hell right now?
Gun my gun. I got you in the fire like, you know what I'm saying?
Turn it up to the fifth power. Put me in the fifth chamber right now, because once again, the UPK is always spot on when it comes to this. Now, this is Exhibit B.
Right.
We just did Exhibit A. All right. The interracial, we've seen it all over right now. They trying to, like, I'm even seeing white people. Some of them want to wear dashiki. This shit is getting out of hand. Okay. It's
Right.
getting out of hand, and now they hit the glass ceiling now. So let's go on, but let's find out what has happened. So a lot of people tell us that because you marry outside your race, white people marrying black women, they're not racist.
Right.
So let's examine this. Let's go into this.
Yeah, I got you. You in the fire like Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego.
Yeah, right.
All right, with the angels. Salaki. All right, here we go. All right, so now, again, the black woman discovers that the white man she was dating sent vile, racist messages about her to his friends, calling her the N-word and saying his grandpa would have owned her. All right, so now a young black woman from Arizona says she was shocked to discover that the white man she had been dating for several months was writing racist messages about her to his friends. Okay, Tatum Patrice, 21 years old, was spending time with the man recently and playing music off his phone when she discovered the group chat he kept with his friends. Scrolling through their messages, she discovered that he talked about wanting to call her the N-word, said his grandfather would have owned her, and proclaimed, "Fuck black women." All the encouragement of his friends. Okay? Let me go down some. Now, Tatum shared, go ahead, Otto.
Now you got
Okay.
keep going into it.
All
We
right.
want them to hear, because see, a lot of people think we making this up. We don't work for the Associated Press.
Hold on.
We're not making these stories. I wish that was true, but we're not making these stories up. These stories you read come from everyday people, and which shows you the Bible is real. This is a living word.
Right.
It's not just a book of history and law, statutes, and commandments. This book is our past, present, and future. This book is alive. In other words, it can breathe. Keep going.
Tatum shared the disturbing racist messages on Twitter on May 27th after taking several screen grabs, right? She explained, "So I've been talking to this white guy for a few months now. I gave him my all to this man, for real." Yeah, come to find out, he's been racist the whole time. This is how he talks about me to his friends. I can't wait. And she said, I can't make this shit up. I have no words, she wrote. The man addressed as, I say, Grammy, well, it looks like his name, Grammy, by one of the other members of the group text wrote, sorry, not sorry, but I have this black girl over here again. And every time she says something stupid as fuck, I want to call her the N-word, laugh out loud.
Hold on. I want to love her.
Nah.
I want to call her N-word. I want to call her. I cut her no matter. That what he said?
Now look, he said he want to call her stupid as fuck and call her a nigga. That's what the script. That's what it said.
Now you see that? Listen, you black women. Listen, we've been saying this over and over and over, and it's
Right.
all 12 tribes, our Puerto Rican brothers and sisters too. We've been saying this over and over and over, and you're going to find out the hard way that your heavenly Father, that the Most High Power is right on everything. Everything in this Bible is spot on. Keep
That's
going,
right.
brother. She discovered her love. Keep going.
It says, every time she says something stupid as fuck, I want to call her the N-word. Is that bad? Or is she just acting her part? Right? Yeah. It says, this stays between all of us, he added. I really want to call this girl the N-word and have her leave. Is that wrong? I swear. What the F, right? What the fuck? So he goes, a friend named Colton eggs him on, right? Writing, you call her that? Laughing my ass off. If she's acting the part, she can't get mad when you say it. Good night, boy. So it goes on, it says, I really want to call this girl the N-word right now and make her leave. Grammy said later. Is that wrong? Now, then he said, I swear.
Now hold on. Listen, pay attention. That we in a so-called quote-unquote multicultural society where everyone practices tolerance. Why would he have to act? Is it wrong for her? Wouldn't 400 years, if you're in love with this person, wouldn't 400 years of knowing her, what your people did to her, wouldn't that say it was wrong? Like you cannot, once again, you cannot integrate with these people, man. Like it's sad, but it took a virus for us to understand the virus. It took the COVID-19 for us to understand the Caucasian 19.
Right.
And this is what we're trying to tell you. They have no sense of our humanity.
Right.
You understand? A lot of people, they go to the police department, but there's white people killing you in the South without that. See, they don't want to have those conversations. They want to have those conversations about how we need to separate. But a lot of our women, they're going to find themselves in the back of a truck if they don't wake up. They're going to find themselves on the back of, because what he's doing what he does naturally. Every beast has its own nature, like the Bible says. Everything, you can hold that scripture if you want to too. I want y'all to later on. But I just want to cut in on some of this, what we talking about. He had to ask another person, is that right? If you gotta ask, is that right? What does that say about you? You understand? You have no, as they say, cultural sensitivity. Is it some of these words that these buzzwords that they like to use right now in the media? You understand? You can't teach them that. Ain't no amount of police training that can teach them that. Ain't no amount of books they can read to teach them that. Every people have their own nature. The Lord said it in the book of Deuteronomy.
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 13, verse 15, and it reads, every beast loveth his like, and every man loveth his neighbor.
You see that? The Bible says every beast loves his life. A lion gonna get food for the lions. A lion would never depend on a giraffe to love it. You understand? And it's crazy because it's so ironic because the Lord, sometimes he uses things in nature to teach us a lesson. Which is why he compares mankind or men to beasts. To show us that we are diverse in our nature and our cultures.
Right.
You understand that we are not to be all in a goddamn quote-unquote melting pot. You understand? You done let integration is a failed experiment. And guess what? We've seen it unravel right before our eyes right now. It's amazing. Like, I mean, just being in the truth, the short time I've been in the truth, and just hearing what the general's been bringing out,
right,
and what they've been prophesying, seeing it unfold right before our eyes, it's amazing. Because they said these things were going to happen. And now we've seen it right now unravel to the point where people are, these interracial couples right now are seeking therapy.
Right.
They're going to, like serious, they pay a psychiatrist and a therapist to help them through these times. Because they can no longer go around each other's families and sit and watch the goddamn news. Because guess what? Every channel they turn on, they're talking about race. They turn on CNN, they're talking about race. They turn on the sports channel, they're talking about race. They turn on the goddamn weather channel, it's saying it's going to be a nice day to protest.
Yep. Okay.
So there ain't no escaping. Go ahead, brother.
In verse 16, you want to read the article?
If you got any more in the scripture, we can read that, please.
Okay, come. Verse 16. All flesh consorteth according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like. Right. What fellowship hath the wolf with the lamb, so the sinner with the godly? What
you see that? The Lord said, what every man gonna cleave to his like. Cleave to his kind. That's natural. That's the way God intended it. The problem with America and the problem with the white man and every other nation, you want to socially engineer society.
Right.
And every time the Bible has shown us book after book, chapter after chapter, verse after verse, that when you try to build, you try to socially engineer society against God's will, it will always come to collapse.
Right.
It will always come to collapse. They tried it in Egypt. They tried it in Babylon. They tried it in the Assyrian Empire. Every empire tried to go against what God intended for the world to be like. It has collapsed. And what you are witnessing now is the collapse of the American Empire. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, that's you spot on once again. So let's get some more, everybody.
Listen, look, there's a post here, bro.
All right, come on with it.
She said, this is the same broad, right? That's her, right?
It was Tatum. That's her. That's the same one.
That's the same broad, right?
Same one.
This is what she said, right? She said, I feel dumb for wasting my time and energy on someone who secretly hated me in their core. It explains him accidentally hurting me or drunkenly making me do things against my will. But you didn't. Listen, he probably had her on one of them, all the boys in the pickup trucks pull up.
Oh yeah.
He probably had her and they're all yelling, "Get her done!"
Yeah.
He probably had her in one of them things. I'm halfway sorry for this girl here, but she's stupid. She is stupid. You get the point? That is crazy, yeah. She said accidentally hurting me. Because that's what he says, an accident. And drunkenly making me do things against my will.
Okay, so see,
wow.
I wonder what that. They turn them out like they, put things inside of them, large items. You see what I'm saying? And do all types of crazy demonic, rituals with them. And I actually know one sister, man. You know what I'm saying, who mind is messed up for being with a white man because he did that to her.
Yep.
She can't even have a normal relationship, more or less have a relationship with a black man anymore.
That's the business.
And now she's on a stripper pole somewhere.
That's the business.
You see what I'm saying? So that's even more of a reason for our sisters not to do that. And you brothers alike. You know what I'm saying? Not off subject, but I was looking on Facebook and I saw what, they do the switch challenge, right? They be in the mirror and the woman has her woman clothes on and some dress, man has pants, lights go out, come back on, they switch it up. Well, one of the white girls, and I'm talking about 3, 4, 5 million views now, has the black dude in some pink little halter top, tight dress, showing his private part. You see what I'm saying? Bulging out, walking up and down in the mall, everywhere. It's like her little play toy, and she's just laughing away, man, emasculating that black man.
Of Of course.
That's her toy, man.
Of course.
You know.
You see that? And if I could, I want y'all.
Yes, sir.
For her to say, just listen to the words that she's saying to make her do things against her will. You know what that sounds like to me? I want y'all.
Oh, man.
That sounds like slavery.
That's right.
That's what that sounds like to me. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, Captain Shop, what you think about it? I mean, for her to say that doing things against my will, that sounds like a lot like slavery. That's the same position.
That's
That's what was in.
That's it. Like today, she found out she was a bed wench.
Yeah.
Today, she found that out. The same thing with Eve. She gonna find out she is a bed wench. And that's the problem with entertainers, man. Entertainers, you know, sometimes they make statements that help. Sometimes, you know, they've seen enough and they're willing to lose a little bit of money and say something.
Right.
But for the most part, they don't have integrity because they live their lives based on who pays their salary and what is the current trend that would pay their salary. So when they come with their what is the new current trend, you just remember it's in style today, it's going to be out of style tomorrow, and it could destroy your life. Like, you know, just not on the interracial topic, but look like how Beyonce was telling sisters to the left, everything in a box to the left, and then I could get another you in a minute. In fact, he'll be here in a minute.
Right.
Meanwhile, she married to Jay-Z, giving him babies.
Come on.
And how much marriages she done destroyed by that thing. Like it's time now for you gotta turn the revolution can't be led by the rich. You understand?
Right.
Because she busy giving every hole to you know Jimmy and his friends. Eve selling out everything for money. Like Van Jones and all of them on CNN, they in that interracial swirl,
right?
And come down every now and then to give some black power inspiring speech to make themselves feel good,
right?
But at the end of the day, who's laying dead in the streets? At the end of the day, who's filling the prisons? Who's on the border in cages?
That's right.
Like these celebrities, man, they having a horrible effect on our people. And this sister here, I mean, Lord help the brother who she end up with her, and the children who she becomes a mother to. Because she said he accidentally hurt her, which means something sick.
Right.
And then drunkenly made her do things she didn't want to do, but she did it because she loved it. Now you wouldn't cook you wouldn't cook a plate for a black man.
That's what I was gonna say.
You wouldn't bake a cookie for a black man,
right.
But you went and give your whole insides to him and his friends. And sadly, sis, you deserve whatever you get now.
And if I may add real quick, like what you're saying is super heavy, Cap, because she'll even look at a black man now and say, I still can't do it, and then go be a lesbian after that. Instead of giving the black man, and Isaiah 13:12 says, this was God say, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the gold wedge of Ophir.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So she's going to have to turn to a black man that's coming, and she better learn fast.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah, go ahead, Cap. You got it.
No, everything definitely, man. I'm gonna follow what y'all said, because it's so right, man. Like the Bible said this in Jeremiah in the 4th chapter, man, where the Lord told them that they love us gonna despise them. You understand? Like though they be wrapped in crimson and ornaments of gold, they love us.
Yes,
like that's what he's talking about. They gonna despise like this whole love affair. This whole rendezvous that they have with America and with these other nations, it's going to end. It's about to end. They're going to despise your lovers. It's going to despise you, and that's what's going to happen. You understand? Because it's so many things now. Because the political capital and the racial capital is so high now that they have made black people look cheap. Like you are seeing it at an all-time high, and it's amazing. But it's a good thing. And why do I say it's good? Because the Bible says, "No longer shall your leaders be hid in a corner."
Right.
Like now it's the coming out party. Now we gonna see who real.
Yes,
see,
sir.
these pastors been lying to these women and these go for brothers in interracial relationships and women. But right now we're talking about women. But they've been lying to these sisters, and now, being that the doors of the church are closed, they're trying to go live stream, but it ain't really, it hit different when it's on live. It ain't really hitting like it was within the church. So now they got to come to the street. And we will meet in the street. Trust and believe. we gonna meet in the street.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
These
sir.
pastors, they gonna be forced to come in the street, and guess what? We gonna be waiting right there for you.
That's
Right.
right.
And it's gonna go all the way down. It's gonna go all the way down, and I can't wait.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
So now the article goes on. The white boy continues to say, the effing girl, I swear, he went on. Back in the 20s, when my grandfather would have owned her, bro, the disrespect right now, with hands down, F black women, right? He said, he says, what the F? I love it. Ha 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 ha. The friend Colton responded, but for real, F black women. Ha 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 ha, right? So Grammy came back later saying, bro, this black girl, I don't know if I can keep having her come over. Got into a debate about Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matter. Good night. There you go. There you go.
They got into it. Once again, he's speaking to these black. See, and hold on, y'all.
Come
promise y'all, help me out. Where are the black feminists at? Where these hoes at?
Right.
Uh-oh.
Because he is not speaking from a position of equality. He's speaking from a position of dominance. He's speaking from a position of her having her subjugated. Because when we say black women are supposed to be under black men, and Hispanic women supposed to be under Hispanic men, and so forth with the Native, our indigenous Native American Indian brothers and sisters, they get mad with us.
Man.
Yep. That's the truth.
Look, she ain't even ugly neither. You know what I'm saying? Just gave herself
She ugly now.
She ugly now.
Hell, she ugly now.
Yeah, she ugly now.
That's the truth. That's the truth. Like they're gonna learn the hard way, and it's such a sad thing for these sisters because really, it's not their fault.
Right.
This is the result of our homes being destroyed from integration. Our homes being destroyed means that now, without a father in the house, anybody can come up there and beguile a woman. A woman is easily beguiled because she's so carnal. She gives into whatever feels good. That makes her ill-prepared for life because life does not feel good. Cuts and bruises don't feel good. You know what I mean? Paying bills don't feel good. The stresses of life don't feel good. So she can't really cope with life and defend herself. So she'll go with whatever feels good, and that's the danger. I always like to, you remember that sitcom Good Times, right?
Come.
Remember when the father died?
Yes.
And the African came to marry to get the sister. I don't know if you ever seen that episode. After the father died, people stopped watching it. But when the father was there, he was feared. He was feared and respected in that house.
That's right.
When they killed him off the show, some African came to marry the older sister. And he wooed her, and she was talking about the original man, but the older brother, JJ,
I remember that.
he did not like that shit one bit.
I remember that episode.
And brother, he came in the room and gave that African the business and stopped that wedding. And I was like, look at this shit here. Like that's what a man is there to do.
Right.
A man is there to protect this little sister here, this little girl. Because as the general said earlier, they're babies that just never grow up. They don't understand life. And unfortunately, the integration makes our sisters feel like they know what they're doing.
Right.
And until they make a mistake, then they want to say sorry. This is what they don't understand. Sometimes sorry is not worth it. Is sorry worth all his friends having you? Is sorry worth all the, internal pain you had to go through and humiliation? Is not, oh, sorry, I made a mistake? Won't you much rather have had a strict father to tell you, just go back in your room.
Right.
Don't hang out with this one.
Right.
And now you in a marriage with a brother making children that would not dare make you into a hole.
Man.
You understand? But now this is the price of sorry. This is the price of it's okay. This is the price of integration. This is the price of not having fathers in your house who can shield you from the harsh life.
Right.
You understand? So it's a sad thing for them sisters. But I ain't one bit, I ain't one bit that concerned for you. That's what you wanted. That's what you wanted, because as you say, we in the street sighing and crying every single day.
That's right.
And them black women, black and Hispanic women, are the main ones against us. We have to love everybody.
Right.
How many times, Kahan, they would come in front of the camp and kiss the devil in the mouth to prove they love him. To prove they love him, but no problem. You kiss him in the mouth in front of us, when he screams, get her done! Kiss him in the mouth too. Kiss him in the mouth too.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's rough. It's a rough thing.
None.
That's right. That's right, man. I mean, like I said, it's definitely, like I said, it's coming to a boiling point now. And boy, oh boy, I mean, like now, like a lot of these women now, they gonna, and listen, after all this stuff keeps it playing, that now they want to get back in touch with their blackness.
Right.
That's why the Bible say that why did you give me a scripture where it said, why thou trimmest our ways to seek love?
Jeremiah 2.
Like these are the things, like love, like they don't understand what love is. You understand? Like they trimming their ways to seek love with these people. And listen, and like Captain Shock said, it's a direct reflection of black leadership in America.
Right.
Like I mean, like I said before, remember the last show we had, you got people who integrated us, like Jesse Jackson and the rest of them Negroes, who gonna have the nerve to tell these black protesters to be careful because they infiltrated. Okay, that's true.
Right.
They are being infiltrated, but that shouldn't be coming from you. You're
Right.
not qualified to talk about being infiltrated because your ass infiltrated us with integration.
Right. That's
So
right.
that
Right.
shouldn't be coming from you. That should be coming from us. You ain't qualified to say that. Go ahead, brother.
Good night. It's Jeremiah in the Old Testament. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 33. And it reads, Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways.
You see that? You done brought them into you done taught them your way. You done brought them into your culture. You done taught them how you sing, rap, that you done taught them all the things. They all about you, and they still despise you. You trim your way to seek their love. You understand? We are always at the bottom end of this whole conversation because that's what we continue to do. And you have lost your respect by trying to seek his love.
Right.
That's what you don't understand. You don't have to tell a man to get off your neck if you got respect. He would think twice about putting his knee on your neck. You understand? See, the ISUPK, we talk from a different position. See, we not coming to these protests to discuss peace. We here to discuss power. That's a whole different conversation. And you know the funny thing about power changes things.
Right.
Power changes the conversation.
Yep.
It changes the atmosphere. And this is what they're not ready for. That's why they're trying to cut the camera when they see us. Trying to move because they know who we are. We like a shark in the water.
Yep.
We like a shark in the water.
Yep.
Go ahead, brother.
Come. All right, so now that's the end of that article.
Okay. If it's okay with Captain Shock, we'll go to the next one.
Yeah, man, I'm here. Listen, I'm a guest in Houston, brother. You all go ahead and run this show. I'm going to chime in when it's time, all right?
Okay, most high Christ, Captain. Let's go to the next story. Obviously, one young.
Come, sir. All right, it's the third article for tonight. All right, and it's another good one. All right, let me go ahead and get over here. All right, so now this is about the governor of Texas once again, y'all. Texas Lieutenant Governor Patrick. This is what he says: the real way to address racism is for Americans to accept Jesus Christ.
Can you read it? Can you read that one more time for all the listening audience out there listening?
Come. Texas Lieutenant Governor Patrick. The real way to address racism is for Americans to accept Jesus Christ.
Now listen. So I guess we got a solution to all this.
Right.
We got a solution to all this racism. But I want y'all to remember this because as we go on tonight in these rest of these stories, remember this. Remember what he said. The real way to address this is to accept Jesus Christ. Let's keep going, my brother.
Come. This is crazy. Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick said on Fox News at night, Wednesday, that the real way for Americans to address racism is to accept Jesus Christ, saying that we need a culture change, which requires...
Hold on. Let's stop right there.
Basically,
We need a what, sir?
A culture change.
And listen, you got to understand with some of the talking points, a lot of these Republican and Democrat, governors and elected officials will be saying, when you see the word culture, understand there has to be, when they say culture change, they mean once again further integrate or assimilate. Meaning the culture is not representing America, which is why they say what some of these, whether it's peaceful or unpeaceful protesters, their protest is anti-American, meaning it doesn't make us comfortable. That's what when the culture change, they talk about culture change, meaning you have to fit into the mold of what we view society should be and how we should treat you and how you respond to how we treat you. Keep going.
Come. We need a culture change, which requires a character change, which requires a change of heart, which requires one to turn to God. Okay.
All these changes to turn to God. Go ahead.
Colonel. He goes on to say, you cannot love your fellow man if you don't love God, Patrick said. And we have a country where we've been working really hard, particularly on the left, to kick God out.
Oh no! You see, he has made a political statement there.
Yep.
By saying, now, of course, the UPK, we don't agree with either wing of this bird, whether it's the left wing or the right wing,
right?
Whether to the alt-right or the extreme left. The truth lies into the center. You understand?
That's right.
The truth, the Holy Spirit lies within the context. So now, we don't. But what you see, what they do with their religion, they make it a political statement out of religion. He said, particularly to the left, meaning when he said the left, that's a code word for the Democrat.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So once again, this is what they do. They always make their religion is political. You got to understand that.
Right.
Which is why the Bible says that if you serve these other nations, God, they will be a snare unto you. You understand? You serve that God, you end up serving who? The people who worship that God.
Right.
That's not your God. But here he go. He's saying that the way to serve God is to be a Republican. Go ahead.
Now he goes on to say, it's what Patrick said. For me, as I look at this, and it breaks my heart, what I'm seeing from the original crime that was committed by the police officer on George Floyd to what's happening in our streets. We have racism in our country. Shannon, but it's really an issue of love. It's loving God. You hear it? He's slick with his words. He's slick as all. It's loving God. You cannot love your fellow man if you don't love God. And we have a country where we've been working really hard, particularly on the left, to kick God out. He goes on. We need a culture change to address this racism. You cannot change the culture of a country until you change the character of mankind, and you can't change that unless you change the heart. And for billions of us on the planet, we believe you can't do that unless you accept Jesus Christ, or unless...
And listen, he said billions for us, meaning now, now all of a sudden he has made himself a spokesperson for billions of people. All over the world. On the planet. Go ahead.
And for billions of us on the planet, we believe you can't do that unless you accept Jesus Christ or unless you accept God. God has been left out of this equation through all of this, and we need tremendous healing, right? We cannot heal through commissions and blue ribbon panels and more laws.
Right.
We can, that's true, that was true. We can only heal ourselves if we really reach out and love one another.
That's crazy.
That's the end of that lie. Okay? That's the end of that.
Thing.
That's the end of that lie. Right.
Go ahead, Cap.
No, I was just saying he's crazy. Like, who in the two sides, who has loved who most and who hasn't loved anyone at all? Like how he could say we need to love each other more. Devil, when have you loved anybody but yourself? Like, whenever have you put somebody else before you? Like he and once again right here, he's talking about things that's only going to benefit himself and his people. Like the scripture say, no longer shall the vile be called liberal, and the liberal be called cruel. Hold on, let me get that out.
Right.
Hold on, I'm misquoting. Let me find it. No longer shall the vile be called. Is it liberal?
Right. Come on, it's liberal.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Cap.
You know where that?
That's
Isaiah 32:5.
Right.
Go ahead. You found it?
Liberal.
Go ahead.
All right. Where is it? Watch read yours. Come on. All right. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 5. It reads, "The vile person shall no more be called liberal, nor the curl said to be bountiful."
Right? The churl said to be bountiful. The churl, like now he's trying to make himself seem like he's so good and gracious. But they are the vile, disgusting people, man. They are vile, disgusting people, and it's a good thing all these riots been happening, because now people get to see who the devil really is.
Right.
You understand? Whether he in a cop uniform or a suit and tie or in the pulpit, he is still the devil. You understand? Like how could he now say we need to love each other more? Like what more could black people give to you?
right.
It's crazy.
Yeah. All right. All right, so we can now that's the end of that.
And if I could,
That's the end of the story.
If I could, just to add on to what Captain Shock saying, this is the same devil. Remember, he the one saying he said he would sacrifice. That it's a lot of people in America willing to sacrifice their life for the economy to open back up. Remember, he said that.
Right.
COVID-19.
And he also said everybody over 70, we can take care of ourselves. That's what he said.
Right.
Right.
Because this is the same one who wanted he wanted black people to commit a human sacrifice on the altar of the stock market for America to keep on. This is the same one. Like they show you that ideology is totally it totally go against God, which is why these white evangelicals don't even want to step in the arena with us. You understand? They don't even, and let me tell you, give me 2 Thessalonians 2:1. When he says Jesus Christ, understand he's talking about the white Jesus. He's talking about Christianity. And that's the only way, once again, to accept Jesus Christ is to be subjugated under their way of life. Which is why we say that religion, that the Christianity is the mark of the beast, brothers and sisters. Like, this society, I mean, look, we're going to get into what Trump did this past week. How he had them tear gas out there before he even took a photo op in front of the church down there with the Bible upside down. The pastor couldn't even hold the Bible right side up. He got the Bible upside down. I can't goddamn taking the picture. Which is ironic. It's showing you that the Lord ain't with. See, Jesus is all about power.
Right.
That's what it's all about. Let's get it. 2 Thessalonians 2:1.
Come on. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 1. It reads, "Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ."
I'm sorry. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3.
Come on. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. It reads, "Let no man deceive you by any means. For that."
Let me say this. Paul said, "Let no man deceive you by any means," whether that's a soft word as far as talking about loving everybody, religion, money, all these things. That the devil, the Satan is at work right now, and he's deceiving a lot of people. A lot of gifts are being going out, a lot of donations being made. You understand? And you want to watch as this thing continue to go on. People are going to change their tone. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what week we on this protest. This is the second week, going on the second week.
Come on. Right.
Like this thing about to go on a 3 week goddamn protest. You understand? So you got a lot of deception going on right now. That's going on. You got wickedness in high places. Don't let any man deceive you. This is for all the brothers and sisters out here who've been listening to the ISUPK. Don't be deceived by these groups out here thinking they're making progress. They're not making no progress. You understand? Don't be deceived by any means. Go ahead.
Come on. "For that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition."
You understand? The Lord had you. If you ask that police officer what religion was he gonna say he was a Christian.
That's right.
If you ask the police unions what religion they are majority Christians. That's a fact.
Right.
You understand? They say in God they believe in everything that America believes in this society, as far as to call itself a quote unquote God-fearing country. But the Bible says that day is not gonna come. What is that day we waiting on? Judgment Day. That day when real judgment reigns.
Right.
When our big brother Yahweh Shah Mashiach comes back, the one you know is Jesus Christ, who's a black man.
That's right.
And we can prove that in the book of Revelation. In a book of Revelation, for those who don't believe that, he's a black man. He coming back to bring real judgment.
Right.
You understand? There's going to be a court that's higher than the Supreme Court that you see right now. There's always been a court that's higher. And he sits on the throne. You understand? And he's coming back to bring judgment. That's why we call it Judgment Day. The white man called it Doomsday, because he knows in that day he's doomed. You understand?
Right.
And the Bible says that man of sin be revealed. That is what you're seeing happening right now in the earth. Listen, I'm looking on the international news. That picture of that police officer on that brother's neck is on the front page of China, the newspaper. It's on the front page of the Iraq newspaper. It's on the front page of Australia. It's all over the world.
Right.
That image right there is what they're trying to wash away. They're trying to say this is not how we do things. China right now trolling America right now. China is trolling. These other countries that's America's enemies, they trolling them right now on Twitter. I think the Chinese spokesperson got on there, I can't breathe, and so take not that they give a damn about us. But they just trying to quote, they trolling America right now because they said, how can you talk about foreign policy and liberalism and democracy when you look like a dictator?
Right.
Your police force look like an occupying force in the black community. They are the man of sin. The more these things come out, the man of sin is going to be revealed, brothers and sisters. The son of perdition. Read verse 4, my brother.
Come. Verse 4. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, all that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
That's what he means when he said except Jesus Christ. Meaning why? Because he opposed everything that is above God and called God. Like to Christianity, he's God. In Christianity, he's God, he's the Savior, which means what? That his word is law.
Right.
You understand? And he sit in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Meaning whatever he says is right is right. And that's what you have right now.
Right.
That's what you got going on in America. And listen, the more this thing takes off, brothers and sisters, you're going to see it. Remember, Christ said all these things have to happen. But while all these things are happening, what are we doing? The prophets in the ISUPK, we are showing you what's going on. We're breaking these things, and we're decoding these things so you can know what time it is. Otherwise, you will be deceived.
Right.
You will be deceived out here if it wasn't for Commander General Hunter. That's a fact. I'm just keeping it real.
That's real.
If it wasn't for Commander General Hunter, we would be lost in the sauce. He is the beacon of hope that we have in this nation to bring us back to the Most High power.
Right.
And you need to draw closer to him more than ever. A lot of these organizations, NAACP, some of the NAACP, they've been talking. You know what I'm saying? We got some kind of dialogue that we trying to do, but you understand, you got to send over the resources.
Right.
You got to yield the floor. Yield the floor to a man who has been dealing with racism and race relations, since 1969.
Right.
You understand? Under those men who preceded him, that passed the torch down. And what we have been doing, we got all kind of programs out here in the street, food programs. He's feeding people, he's housing people, giving people counseling. Commander General Hunter has saved people's lives. Inside the truth and outside the truth. That's a fact.
Okay.
That's a fact.
And if I may,
you understand? So let's just keep it real. Go ahead, brother.
Colonel, just to add, what you're saying is right on point, Cap, because that Lieutenant Patrick, right? They all believe. I forgot what congressman or politician brought this out, but you remember recently, right? when they brought out Romans, the 13th chapter. Remember the verse, and it says, let every man be subject to the higher powers, for there is no power but of God, the powers that be ordained of God. The white man thinks that's him. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's why they run to that verse and pull it. So you're exactly right. When they say everybody needs Jesus Christ, that's what they're talking about, being ordained by the white man because he feels that he's over the whole earth and everything. You see what I'm saying? He's the voice of God. That's what he thinks, right?
Right.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Damn right, brother. Damn right, man. So I ain't gonna we done with that story. I ain't gonna be on too much longer. If we can, can we get story number 5 when Trump went into the church?
Oh, come. We got 30 minutes because we started at 8:30, so we're gonna take it to 10:30. Get 2 hours.
Okay. Let's get it. And remember, and we just only don't want to get to story number 5 because we're gonna stay on this religious topic. We're gonna stay because see, a lot of these churches are trying to do damage control. I don't know about y'all, but I've never seen this many churches now talk about race. I mean, it's been these churches now are talking about race. And remember, I don't know if y'all remember. You probably remember. I know Calvin Sharp. You probably when we did the thing in Shreveport when I was on the counter with the pastor.
Yep.
Like there was a conversation out there where the pastors were telling us that the Bible don't deal with politics and race. Now all of a sudden you got to talk about race and politics.
Yep.
Right. We're supposed to separate church from state.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
You wanted to remain apolitical, but Christ was never apolitical. Christ, when he said, "My kingdom is not of this world," that was a political statement.
Oui.
When he said, "Render to Caesar what is Caesar's," that was a political statement.
Right.
There is no getting around. Christ dealt with every facet of our life in that Bible. You understand? He said, "I come in the volume of the book." So now you forced to talk about race.
Right. Good night. All right, let's go ahead and get this. We in here for story number 5. All right, here we go. It says, I am outraged, right? D.C. Bishop denounced Trump's church visit after police clear protesters with tear gas. Good night. So the bishop of the Episcopal, what's that? Diocese of Washington condemned President Trump on Monday for his visit to St. John's Episcopal Church near the White House after law enforcement officers used tear gas to clear out protesters from the area. Let me be clear. The president just used the Bible, the most sacred text of the Judeo-Christian tradition, and one of the churches of my diocese without permission as a backdrop for a message antithetical, right, to the teachings of Jesus and everything that our church stands for. Bishop Marianne Edgar Buddy told CNN. And to do so...
Listen, if I could, one of the reverends said that he turned the holy ground into a battleground. But this I want to say this, man. Like the optics on this was crazy. I mean, he's a fool. And anybody, look, I don't think right now in America right now, ain't too many pastors, black pastors for sure, they're afraid to even let him come in their church now. You understand? Because I mean, the optics are crazy. The optics are so crazy now. I mean, it was ridiculous. I mean, he had the people tear gas so he can take a picture in front of the church, which proves what we just said earlier about how he views himself. He views himself as God. He opposed everything that is God. You know what I'm saying? Showing himself that he is God.
Right.
You understand? So
Right.
that's what you seeing going on with Donald Trump. And he did. That was on the international news right there. Everybody see that crap. Go ahead, bro.
Okay. You can hit me again.
You want something?
Come.
Let me get some.
All right. Now it goes on. Come. It says, let me be clear. Now let me go down. Now, as to do so, he sanctioned the use of tear gas by police officers in riot gear to clear the churchyard. I am outraged, Buddy said. Buddy is the bishop of Episcopal Diocese, Washington, overseeing more than 80 Episcopal congregations, including St. John's. She is not the first woman to serve her position. A woman doing teaching. Teaching. Now, Trump had just delivered an address from the Rose Garden Monday evening, pledging to be a law and order president and calling himself an ally to peaceful protesters, right? As he spoke, officers used tear gas, canisters, rubber bullets, and shields to force hundreds of protesters out of the Lafayette Park by the White House. They have been peacefully demonstrating for several hours now, demanding justice for George Floyd, who died while in police custody after the Minneapolis police pinned Floyd's neck down by his knee. Crazy. All right. Despite an official DC curfew set for 7 p.m. Eastern, the officers began pushing the crowd out at about 6:30 p.m., shortly before Trump's remarks. The president later walked with White House aides to the historical St. John's Episcopal Church, where protesters set fires in the basement on Sunday night. Right. Told you that.
Now, hold on.
Told you that.
Now remember, if I could, you remember we had this conversation on the last show about them starting to attack churches. Remember we had this conversation?
You said it. I heard you say it. Come on.
What's going to happen next? Let me tell you something. If these pastors,
right,
these political, these preachers who trying to play both sides of the fence, a lot of them putting their foot in their mouth right now.
That's right.
That's what I'm telling you. If they keep doing this, these protesters are going to start burning churches. I'm telling you what's going to happen next. Because you know what they're going to realize? And we don't condone violence. Like I said, we peacefully protest in America all the time.
Right.
You understand? We don't have to get, we believe in self-defense, but we don't have to get violent. Right. You know what I'm saying? But you got people out there who are not in the truth and who don't have the knowledge and the wisdom that we got. They're gonna see,
right,
they're gonna come to realization and see that the church upholds the state. And that there is no separation in church and state. And the church is the part of the systemic racism that goes on in America. The Christian church is a part of the white supremacy, a systemic racism that goes on, and they're going to stop breaking into those buildings, and they're going to break into those churches.
That's it. Good night.
You understand?
Yep.
You won't have to bring the offering or the coffin. Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? The doors of the church are closed.
What?
That's what we trying to tell you pastors out there. It's a dangerous thing to put yourself in a position of power, and the Lord did not appoint you.
Right.
You have done, and listen, the Christian churches have done the same thing the white man has done. They have put more value in those buildings than the people.
That's right.
Good night.
Somebody talk to me, man.
Right.
That's the truth.
Right.
They have put more value in those buildings than the people, and then now they wonder why the buildings are being shut and the people in uproar because you did not invest in the people. You did not look after the welfare. You have not spiritually prepared the people for this. Commander Giuliani, he's prepared us. We're fully prepared for this time. This time is what we were prepared for.
That's right.
These days are what we were made for. You understand? The Christian church, some of them are turning to voodoo and tarot card readers right now.
That's right. Well, that's heavy.
They don't know what the hell to do. They are on the live stream crying. They don't know what the hell to do. And let me tell you, some of those Christians, some of those members are saying what we are saying now. They said the Christian church has not prepared them for these times.
Right.
They have not. They told them about prosperity. They told them 2020 was going to be their year. They told them this. They told them that. And now look. They have prophesied. They have divine false dreams. They have not given you the spiritual forecast that you were supposed to get.
Spiritual forecast, right.
Go ahead, boy.
Yeah, Conor. So now it goes on. It says, across from Lafayette Park, St. John's is known as the Church of Presidents and has been attended at least once every president since James Madison. It's the Bible, Trump told reporters, as he held it up for photos outside the boarded up church. Trump's first visit immediately backlash, right, from those who criticized the police use of force to clear his path to the church for a photo op, with thousands of peaceful now protesters just tear gas so Trump could have a photo op, right? Tweeted Dan Pfeiffer, a communications director for former President Barack Obama. Reverend Robert Fisher of St. John's Church told Fox News Monday evening that whoever set the fire in the church's basement does not represent the majority of the people that are out there peacefully protesting with an important message. He said clergy members were present during the afternoon to hand out water and prayed with protesters, which was very hopeful, very peaceful, very loving. Fisher called Trump's visit surreal. Buddy said she and her colleagues were given no notice Trump would be visiting the church, okay, and found out while watching the news. Ain't that true? Say, the president. I'm done.
They look at the news, they're like, hold on, ain't that outside?
Right. Good night. All right, so the president did not pray when he came to St. John's, nor did he acknowledge the agony of our country right now, and in particular, the people of color in our nation who wondered if anyone in public power would ever acknowledge their sacred work, and who are rightfully demanding an end to the 400 years of systematic racism and white supremacy in our country, Buddy said. Stop begging.
Listen.
Go ahead.
If I could,
Good night.
like, okay, she wrong all the ways. It's like how John Mayak saying, they add sin to sin. It's like a faggot eating a ham sandwich.
Right.
Listen now, she's a woman preacher in the church, in charge. She's the diocese. Now, as General Hyman say, anybody coming up against Trump is doing something good. But she's saying, okay, he didn't pray at the church. What she really mad about is him not telling her she coming. He's coming. Him ain't showing her no kind of respect.
Right.
And of course, tear gassing all the protesters. But she really mad that she ain't get the respect. So she tying it all in to say, well, he's not even angry about the state of the country. He's not angry about what's happening to black people. Well, why would he? When the Catholic Church was molesting children of color, where was you? Where were you?
Right.
You wasn't.
Right.
You had no concern about all the little, Brazilians they was molesting and raping, all the Puerto Ricans, all the predominantly Roman Catholic influenced tribes,
right,
which is largely the Hispanic tribe. When you hear about all the molestation and evil that was done, she was silent. Where is she?
Right.
But all of a sudden now, you want to say, okay, well, Trump didn't acknowledge you, and he didn't care about the brown people. Listen, time for white people to stop riding our backs, man.
Right.
Like, you use us for everything.
Right.
Every goddamn thing. As long as they have a problem, they find some way to say, well, yeah, you're doing it to the black people, but really, we are the vehicle for every complaint of white America. White America, when they're ready to complain about something, they get a few black people and they use us as the damn vehicle into the courthouse, into the Senate, on the newspaper, and as soon as they get their plight heard or this thing is resolved, we cast away like trash. You understand? That bitch should shut her goddamn mouth, man. She should just shut her mouth and just, hate Trump without us.
That's it.
She should hate Trump without us.
That's it.
Don't include us in none of that mess, man. You stayed quiet. There's children on the border right now. You ain't say nothing about that.
Come.
And you how she say? It's he's not talking about brown people who have a sacred right to live.
Right.
The children on the border have a sacred right too. Where was you? Where was you when that was going on? Because he offended a little power struck old feminists behind.
Right.
Now you want to talk about black and brown problems. Listen, the separation is coming, man. That separation is coming and it needs to come.
Gun. That's it. You got it, Cap. That's it.
Damn right, man. Captain Shark. Hey, listen. Hey, ain't no arguing with that. Ain't no arguing with that. And guess what? That pastor was talking about that the Bible. He held the Bible as a book of division. That the Bible is a book of division. That's why it's called the Holy Bible.
Right.
Holy means to be separated.
Right.
So what the hell are you talking about? And then you got Big T Bowser. She gonna try to throw her little 2 cents in it, try to take Black Lives Matter on the street when they gentrifying the whole damn city.
That's right.
You understand? They gentrifying the whole. We've been dealing with her behind. Listen, I remember we met her when she was campaigning.
I remember.
You understand? We met her in the street. She was campaigning. We was out there in the street, and she was out there campaigning and came up against us, asking us why we so mad. Now, I got a question for her. Why are you so mad now?
That's right. That's right.
You want to ask her why the hell we so mad? Now, you all of a sudden, you want to get mad now. What you mad about?
Right.
It can't be the same thing we was mad about 10 years ago.
Right.
That's it. Mm-hmm. That's exactly it.
They late to the show. Sorry, Cap.
No, you're right about it. That's exactly it. Like she done sold DC out so goddamn much to these homosexual investors. It's okay. Even you remember when Trump pushed back against the same-sex bathrooms and
right.
the gays in the military. I don't know if you remember, he pushed back on it. You remember Muriel
right.
Bowser? She issued an official statement from the mayor's office saying she would not be sending any representatives from DC to the thing in North Carolina and somewhere else. Like, she damn near pulled out politically from certain things over the homosexuals. I need some of that energy for this Black Lives Matter. Paint on the streets.
Right.
Paint on the streets make no difference. Cars still going to turn left and right.
Right.
Cars is still going to turn left and right. I need some of that same energy that you blocked political and economic progress.
Right.
When you did that for the homosexual community, I need that for the black people in DC, man. Because really, you use it to come up against Trump, but that shit, as the general say, is going to be of no effect. It's going to be a gimmick. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to have to paint Black Lives Matter on every street, because that's where we're dying.
Right.
Everywhere. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Damn right.
All right, so
Damn right,
so
man.
this-
Like I said, that right there. I mean, like me and Captain Shock, we've seen that first-hand basis in D.C., man.
That's right.
Which is a political battleground. D.C., Washington, D.C. it's been a political battleground, and we've been at the tip of the spear. Everybody know that.
Right.
You understand? So it just is what it is. Like, a lot of people eating their words right now. A lot of people don't even probably want to come out of camp right now because they're ashamed. They're ashamed.
Yep.
You understand? All those congressional aides and those congressional Black Caucus members, you understand? They was mad with us who was at the library. They been mad with us. Mad with us who was at the library, mad with us in Chinatown, and we was on their ass. Excuse my language. And we still on their behind. You understand? Because they know they dropped the ball. They dropped the ball now, and now everybody trying to scramble and they're trying to do a quick fix on this thing. There ain't gonna be no quick fix. It ain't look, they just booed the mayor in Minneapolis. He was out there to the protest. They booed his behind out the protest. Now, about 3 hours later, an article came out how they talking about this man in the police department up there. And I want to see how that go. I want to see how that work out.
Right.
You understand? Like, it's ridiculous, man.
And
it's ridiculous, man.
While you talking about booing, Cap, Joel Osteen, he got booed out the crowd too, out of Houston, Texas.
Thank God.
All right, he was there.
Thank God.
But once they booed him, he didn't even come out and give his speech. He left.
That's right.
All right? So just to let you know about that. Yeah, so it's time out for that, And then, listen, if I may add, I got some relatives, right? I don't want to mention who. But I say relatives in my family, right? I was getting ready to leave the house to come up here and do the show. And they were discussing whether or not they got the message on their phone to go up to the church, do a drive-by, like a drive-in, to go ahead and get their communion. So I guess they were going up there to cut them a shot. I'm serious.
So they're going to stick their head out there.
I guess they got a drive-through, and they going to stick, I said, what? And they, they giving, I guess, little cups of juice And then the crowd tells you to go about your way. Like they just got to get the communion in. Man, listen, Cap, that's all I needed to hear before I walked out the door, man. I said, I should be the home of the truth.
That's
I couldn't believe it.
Shit.
God damn. You see what I'm saying? Hey, but that's how it goes. So listen, so the end of this says, so the Diocese of Washington distances itself from the incendiary language of the president, Buddy said. She said the diocese stands with those protesting racism and police brutality. I just can't believe what my eyes have seen tonight, Buddy said.
Oh, I can believe it. I can believe what my eyes have been seeing.
Right.
I can believe. See, this is another thing. Everybody been saying that phrase. I can't believe what my eyes. I can't believe we in this America. Where have you been?
Right.
Like, no. This is the thing. They want to see what they want to see. You understand? And what makes them a lot of times see these things are reactions like what they tried to say, that these riots have to take place, but then to see, oh man, and Trump, I'm gonna say this too. He done painted himself in a corner now, because he wants to exercise the military, but a lot of these governors and mayors, they Democratic, and they in a pinch point because they don't want to seem like they lining up with Trump. So they gotta not let the guard come in or tell the police to be violent with the protesters, because they don't want to seem like they're working for Trump. So now what you have now is the divide, not the United States of America. You have now the divided states of America.
That's it.
America is fragmented.
Man.
That's a fact.
You got it, brother.
That's a fact.
Come on.
Hey, we done, with that story. We can go into another one. I mean, we moving through them. So
We got time for one more?
the way we going, we got through with that. We got time for two more if we do it like that.
Okay, let's go to let me see what we got next. What story? Let's go to story number 6. Yeah, let's go to story number 6. Yeah, we're gonna stay with the church. We're gonna stay on the religious or the religious aspect of this all that's going on tonight. We dealt with the interracial thing. We're gonna deal with the religious aspect. Once again, tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Commanding General Yana, who sets the tone for the nation, he's gonna cover all bases.
That's
so
right.
You know what I'm saying? We just tapping on this, just going into some things that for sure.
Right.
You definitely want to tune in tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Commander-in-Chief himself gonna break it all the way down for you. All right? Let's get it.
Come on. Story number 6. Lou Dobbs blames black churches, black teachers, and leaders for Minneapolis protests. I'm gonna say it again, Cap.
Hold on. Can you read that one more time? Now hold on. I thought that the solution, y'all, is to accept Jesus Christ.
Right. Oh, good night. Lou Dobbs.
Ain't that what they said earlier?
That's what they said earlier. Right.
See, I want to say something. These black churches, these black pastors and black politicians, they fail to understand what the Bible talks about when it talks about the Pharisees and Sadducees.
Right.
They were an elite class. They felt that they were better and that they were above the reproach of the nation. But when the Lord sends judgment, He sends judgment. He sends national judgment. You would never be separate from us. The problem is, you think they look at you the same as they look at that brother breaking in that Nike store. That's what you don't understand. You wanted to separate. Everybody talking about cancel culture right now. A lot of these people didn't cancel themselves. They didn't cut themselves off from us. You understand?
Right.
They have spiritually disconnected from us. But in the white man's eyes, you still the same. You still a nigga. Whether you got that Christian sauce on and that crimson robe, you still a nigga.
That's
Keep
right.
going,
Good
bud.
night. Come on. All right. So again, Lou Dobbs blames black churches, black teachers, and leaders for the Minneapolis protests. All right. Now, you have to wonder, where are the leaders of the community? Where have they been during city council meetings? Right? Where have they been trying to counsel this inexperienced and untested mayor who was facile and unwilling to stand up like a man and take responsibility in a moment of great sorrow and pain for his community, right? To see this kind of ignorance unleashed on the streets of Minneapolis because a mayor doesn't have guts, because the city council isn't engaged, because the community there isn't engaged with the city council, obviously, right? They have the inability to control their lives with those local powers, right? Local power centers, right? And
listen, they getting mad now because those token Negroes, they can't cash in now.
yeah, tell them hold it down a little bit.
You got the problem with the system. You see, now they saying, why are you not fixing the problem? And this is why they hated Christ. Because Christ was able, without all the money and all the political capital that the Pharisees and Sadducees had, he was able to deal with the people. He was able to deal with the poor. And now guess what? They saying, why you ain't pacifying these niggas right now? And see, this is all in the Lord's plan. He let the virus happen so the churches could be shut down. Because rest assured, if these churches were open to full capacity, they would be pacifying Negroes left and right.
That's right.
But the problem is, they ain't open like that.
We.
And the live stream is dead for them. They ain't getting live on live stream like how we getting on live stream.
Right.
We getting it in.
Sure
You understand? And we on the streets. So they trying to figure out why you letting these people go out here and do this, and they blaming. They looking at them like, look, did we pay you all that money? Did we pay you that money? Well, we blaming you. And now the pressure's on. Keep going.
That is it for that. So now,
Get it on that?
come. We got a few looks like some tweets or stuff that's related to it, but that's the end of what he said. That's enough.
So I can't shock you one. So I ain't even.
No, you good. Go ahead. I listen. I can't believe some of the solutions or what they say is a solution. It's like it show you more now how the UPK under Command Johnny Hanna is so precious because like now, the sun is gone and the moon is gone. Wisdom and knowledge is gone from the earth. And fools are speaking. And foolish people will listen, and that's just it. That's just it.
Exactly. And it's why it's so heavy what the Bible says. The Bible knows how to deal with the promise. You understand? Trump is a fool. Like the Bible says, a soft word tell him we ain't right. He get on the damn thing and say, we're going to stick dogs on you, we're going to do like, they don't understand. When a fire needs oxygen to breathe. I think we went over this last show, since we're talking about breath. A fire needs oxygen to breathe. If you give a fire oxygen, it will expand. Right. And that's what they're doing. Right. They have taken the breath from the people, from us, but they have given fire oxygen. And the spiritual, on the spiritual realm. So this is what you see going on, which is the uproar of the people is because of that. When you down-press the people or up-press the people on this type of level, you're going to get this type of reaction. You understand? And these people, these leaders, like so-called Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, I mean, you could send that nigga through in the towel a long time ago.
Man, he out of there, Cap. He out of there.
He out of there. I mean, he's falling asleep on the live stream. They think we ain't see it. They had to lift the woman behind the camera had to lift his head up because he was falling asleep. I saw it. Like and John Lewis, he done. The civil rights generation is getting ready to they getting ready to kick the bucket, man. You understand? And they have failed because they have left you a dream instead of a reality.
Oh man.
That's the job of every generation to lead. The Bible says a good father gonna leave an inheritance for his son. That's what our job, and that's what we doing in UPK. We're building a future here.
That's right.
You understand?
Solid.
We're not trying to invest in this world. We're building a world of our own. You have fun trying to fix this world. Let me know how that turn out. You understand?
Right.
Let me know how that turn out when you go to church and it's tear gas. It ain't frankincense and myrrh if you smell it. It's tear gas.
Oh man.
You let me know how that goes. Skip to my Lou Dobbs is on his saying that I blame the black pastors and the black church. He blamed once again. You always have to come back home. You always have to come back home, man. You understand? And the Lord is doing this, and like I said, He's doing it all over the world. He's doing it. Shout out to our brothers and sisters in the UK.
Right.
They out there. You know what I'm saying? Out there teaching our people out there. Of course, they out the protesters out there too. You understand? Shout out to Captain Barasha out there. You understand? The UK, he put the P in the UK, okay? Shout out to him. Shout out to all the brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, all over the world, man. You understand? We getting this thing on, man. Shout out to all our memers and streamers out there. Our long-time listeners, I want to thank Captain Mashak for coming on here and blessing us tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Man. I mean, we get it all the way home, you understand?
Right.
You can drop us in a city, and don't worry about the police in the city. We know how to lock it down. We know how to, all your problems that you have, if you listen out there, if you're an NAACP member, if you're a Black Lives Matter member, a lot of y'all Black Lives Matter members coming our way anyway. A lot of y'all seeing it ain't working. Y'all want to come over here, link up. Let's do it. We have the solutions. Commander Julian Hunter, he has revelation.
That's right.
Okay? So make sure you tune in to him tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't want to miss it, man.
Right.
The Black Watch, okay? Check that out. The water for you, I want y'all and all the brothers and sisters out there in Texas, Houston, all over, man. We love y'all. I'm Captain Kahun, y'all. I'm reporting live from hell. I'm going to be here all night. Put me in the 5th chamber. I'm out of here. Shalom.
That's right.
Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. Well, y'all know what it is, man. Listen, man. Listen, we told you we bring it to you, man. I'm saying we told you we bring you Boot Up and Shut Up Radio. Rough, rugged, and raw. You know what I'm saying? Who else but to have on here? You're saying Priest and Captain, 13 stacks, you know what I'm saying? Mashak, you know what I'm saying? In the building, man. Banyamyan. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all the ones.
Listen, I appreciate y'all, man. You'll know every time I come down here, it's love, man.
Yes, sir.
Every single time, man. Every single time, it's right.
Yes, sir.
You ought to do something about that heat, though, but that's another conversation.
Yeah. Say, we're doing the best we can, though. You know what I'm saying? Because that heat, let me tell you, that heat is out here, man. You know what I'm saying? And listen, the heat's so strong. I like wearing my little headbands and stuff. But then sometimes, my armbands and stuff that, it'd be that leather and that'll get you up.
Yeah,
now those are the ones you got on good. You know what I'm saying? Those are good.
You a long one.
Oh my good, the long one just have you just heated up.
You can't do that.
Woo!
You can't do yourself that.
Nah, I can't do it like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, so listen, y'all know how we do it, man. Boot Up and Shut Up Radio, man, give credit, you know what I'm saying? To all my brothers out there, man. Like I always do, y'all know how I get down, man. I'm gonna go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, give props. Give props to all my brothers that's in the building. You know what I'm saying? All my brothers that's out there in the ISUPK affiliates. You know what I'm saying? ISUPK affiliates, man, in no particular order. So y'all know how I do it, man. The Inconvenient Truth, Priest and the Office of 5000, Kazak Yard in the building, man. Make sure you get in touch with California, LA, California. The brother is an ambassador, you see what I'm saying? And he's given that title by 12 Shield General Muhammad, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And he will bring that, what they call Northern Kingdom, we call it blacks, you know what I'm saying? We call it, Hispanics, right? Those Latinos, right? And those Mexicans, you know what I'm saying? Our native Indians, right?
Right.
Those indigenous. I think Commander Junior Hunter said they want to be called by a different name. What is it?
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
right. They're gonna be called Ra'aban and God. That's what they're gonna be called.
Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. You know what I'm saying? And that's every Wednesday, all right? Make sure you all check that out. Go to LA, ISUPK, you know what I'm saying, Los Angeles. Check those times for the Inconvenient Truth. Out of Dallas, man, big ups to Captain Yasha Moore, you know what I'm saying, my big brother, along with Officer 5000, Asha Yar, right?
That's right.
And look forward to War Council Radio. War Council Radio coming out of Dallas, Texas, all right? Straight Gate Radio, man. Listen, y'all gotta check it out, because this is Quanaya Allah, Officer Quanaya Allah, up in Minneapolis, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, all of this, George Floyd, and knee on the neck stuff jumped off at. You feel what I'm saying? So he has something he's putting together, Straight Gate Radio. You want to make sure that you stay, in line for Quanaya Allah, man, for Straight Gate Radio, all right? Make sure you check that brother out, man, all right? So now, with no further ado, I I got, and this is no particular order, you know what I'm saying? We got Captain DeGargaball, right? Out of St. Louis, right? He has Sharpen the Sword Radio. All right, that comes on every Sunday, roughly around 1 p.m. Make sure you go to ISUPK St. Louis page and check that out. All right, it's Captain DeGargaball. All right, Commander Junior Hunter just I think it was 14 tons or 14,000 pounds, however it was, right?
Yeah, I think
13,000 pounds, right?
pounds.
Right, 13 to 14,000 pounds of food, man. So had that whole city, man. You know what I'm saying, in line, waiting down the block to get served food, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, our leader does in the, you know what I'm saying, in the ISUPK, the leader of this great nation that we call Israel, man.
Right.
Like, that's where those tithes money, you know what I'm saying, go from there. You see what I'm saying? By feeding the hungry, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And, clothing our people, man. You know what I'm saying? Being a father to the fatherless, you know what I'm saying? And being there for the widow, you know what I'm saying? And having a prison program that we use, you know what I'm saying, that we implement, as well as housing, right? As well as GD programs. And we can go on forever. You know what I'm saying? And you all wonder why we got the 501c3. So we can do this on a broad, national, global scale.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's the reason why we have it, all right? So now, again, Kaboom Radio. That's my brother Ayaz Ahab, you know what I'm saying? Bang Yam Yan in the building. Kaboom Radio. He does the editing too, right?
Yep.
He's doing the editing, right. He's doing that editing, you see what I'm saying? Editing for Commander Junior Hunter. Check out the brother's work. More yet, check out the brother's classes, man. North Carolina. If you in that area, make sure that you know what I'm saying, get on those classes, man. The brother dedicated, you know what I'm saying, his house, you know what I'm saying, and laid out his house, man, you know what I'm saying, for ISUPK. That's a strong soldier, and look out for Kaboom Radio. I think they have Cry Loud as well, but you can check all those listings and go to the North Carolina ISUPK website, okay? Now, my brother's in Indianapolis, right? Captain Kapash, Officer Tarak, you know what I'm saying? Take Ground Radio, man. Take Ground Radio. Listen, bro, that's a hardcore brother. He's the one that pulled Waka Flocka's cord.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
That's
Talking
right.
about Waka Flocka supposed to be so gangster.
Right.
Yet he talking about, y'all too militant. Y'all too
He
militant.
ain't hard in the paint no more.
Right, you see what I'm saying? He's supposed to be a hardcore rapper, right? We don't care what you are, you see what I'm saying? You come in as truth, you know what I'm saying? You a brand new baby, you know what I'm saying? And you will learn to respect the priests and prophets, and the man above you who know more. Nobody cares about your $1 million or your rap career. You feel what I'm saying? So again, big ups to Captain Kapash, you know what I'm saying, for Take Ground Radio. Again, that's the same place where that white woman called her brother nigga, right? And that same
That's
area,
right. She came
And it
back
went
and
on World
apologized.
Star. Right, see what I'm saying? When World Star, and she came back humbly to apologize. You know, I don't know about being humble, but you know, a job and everything.
As humble
else
as a devil could be in the kingdom.
That's right.
As
You know what I'm
humble
saying?
as a devil could be in her own kingdom. That's
Count out of
that's
one
the
card.
best you're gonna get.
Right. Okay, so big up to my brothers. Now my brothers in Williamton, Delaware. My niggas is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Up in Delaware, you got Officer Tazayawan, Officer Matazapa up there rocking it out. You see what I'm saying? That's Rude and Speech Radio, extremely provocative. You know what I'm saying?
Knock.
Officer Knock as well.
Captain Ariane.
And Captain Ariaz in the building, of course, you know what I'm saying, globalizing that whole area up there, you see what I'm saying? So make sure you go to Rude and Speech Radio. I think it's on Tuesdays. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Tuesdays,
about
I think,
the
is
time.
9, from 9 or 9:30 or something like that.
Right, yeah, from 9:30, something like that. Again, go to ISUPK Delaware, okay? And you can get all of that information, all right? Again, this needs no introduction, but we're going to do it, right? We got Chief Sock G, you know what I'm saying? Captain 10,000, you see what I'm saying? Angry Black Man Media, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he was up in Tennessee, and the Spirit of the Lord was really with him. If you ain't seen that 3 to 4 minute video that he laid out, you know what I'm saying? So again, putting up good work in Memphis, you know what I'm saying, Memphis, Tennessee, and that whole area. You see what I'm saying? And he has, I think what Captain Ariel does as well, right?
When he's up in Philly.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
If
When he's up in Philly.
he'll do it like that. Yeah, but mostly he down there now.
Okay. Come on. So we got. You know what I'm saying, Captain Soccer War. All right. Doing Angry Black Man Media, and I just spoke with him recently, and he's gonna get that completely charged back up and running. Look for our brother. All right, to get an entire book report like he always do. All right. Again, The Hidden Truth Reveal. I'm going to run this with Let a Hebrew Speak, right? This is tomorrow, right? Before I get in there, I'll just go to Cross the Line Radio, right? Again, needs no introduction. My big brothers, Captain Tazaria, Captain Katazai. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what time it is, man. Cross the Line Radio. You know, really, you shouldn't cross the line. You can try, but you know, nobody's ever done it before, all right?
Should. We'll make an example of somebody in a few years.
There you go. And listen, and a fantastic clip, all right, because it'll happen.
Yep.
Cross the Line Radio every Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. Y'all make sure you check it out. Y'all know what time it is right there, all right? Now, tomorrow, tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central, right? 9 a.m. Eastern. Excuse me, 9 a.m. Central. And that's 10 p.m. Eastern. We have Let a Hebrew Speak with General Hazayan, Captain Akai with Street Talk, all right? Make sure y'all check that out. Big ups to my brother, Officer Maram, sure be in the building as usual, right? And then immediately following Let a Hebrew Speak, Street Talk, is the Hidden Truth Reveal. My brothers up in Syracuse, New York, Captain Azania, man, usually rocking it, you know what I'm saying, with Officer Karam Yala. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, I think it's Officer Azar. I don't want to get his name wrong.
Azar Kayal.
Azar Kayal.
Azar Kayal, Karam Ya'ala.
Right.
And Azania.
And Captain Azania. All right, Let a Hebrew Speak. Been rocking it out for years, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you check that out. Let that be your Folgers in your cup. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow morning, right? So again, later on in the evening, everybody, we got scripture breakdown. You know what I'm saying? 12 Shield General Muhammad in the building. If not, he'll definitely be one of the high-ranking captains giving that.
Or the general.
Right.
Or
another general, that's right. You know, giving that scripture breakdown class tomorrow, right? 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. And listen, all of this leads up, man, to what we're all, you know what I'm saying, trying to set our ISUPK radio stations like, which is Commanding General Yohana, the Grill Radio Show, right? Tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, all right? Want to make sure that you check that packed 2-hour show out. If you're having trouble getting on the Grill Radio Show, then all you got to do is go to Black Watch on YouTube and subscribe to Black Watch. Make sure you hit the notification bell to all of the notifications that come in, and you will receive them, all right? The latest coronavirus updates, all of that. But tomorrow, the leader of this great nation, the most controversial man in America, Commander General Yohana, the Grill Radio Show, tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern, all right? So you want to make sure that you check that out.
Also, we have on Fridays, UK has a radio show called On The Ends.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, UK start for America, it'll be around 4 p.m. For UK time, it's 9 p.m. 9 p.m. GMT time, 4 p.m. Eastern time. ISUPK On The Ends, live from UK. So y'all can check that out too. Just go to any one of the UK pages, either on Facebook, YouTube. You stream it straight from there. And they get you the whole taste of the UK. You know what I mean? You'll get to find out what's going on with your brothers and sisters across the pond. That's what they call it.
Right.
They call that ocean there across the pond.
Yes, sir.
You get a taste of what's going on there. So they support everything, man. That's a good thing you did. Running down all the shows we have. That's a good idea.
I
definitely like that. That's a good idea.
And what about Sashir? Because you can speak on it. What about the brothers in Trinidad?
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
Okay.
They weren't going to be on a national station more than likely. Though.
Good night. I know it's going to be like they had a radio thing recently that they did. Had a lot of views on that.
We went. I think they went down there like 3 times at least.
Right.
And the response was pretty good. So we're looking at it. So it's coming. They're still under the COVID lockdown. They're strong too.
Good.
So
nice.
I think they're supposed to start the phases of opening up.
Right.
Once that happens, we'll be back at it. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, check it out. Big ups to my brother ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? Trinidad. You know what I'm saying?
That's
you
right.
know what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? And they have great teachings. They all being raised up and taught well by Captain Mashak, man. You know what I'm saying? So you know what coming out their mouth, man, is ISUPK, and it's 100% truth, all right?
That's right.
And priests and prophets all over the world. You know what I'm saying? That's prophesied, all right? Okay, well, look, y'all. That's the end of our show. You can catch us next Sunday, same time. You know what I'm saying? Same time. 8 p.m., 10 p.m., of course, we'll go a little bit over. Again, big ups to Priest and Captain 13,000. Mashak, My Yum for being there, by Yum Yum for being in the building. Again, sir, the water very much for coming on the show.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you having me down here, man.
Yes, sir.
I definitely love Houston, man. Houston got love.
Yes,
Houston
sir.
gives love. Anybody who unsure, then just come and check the food out alone.
Right.
The food out alone, squash. Hey, listen, that food should be in every council. I think that food will solve all the problems. Marriage council, trespass council, whatever. You bring them briskets out and them, and all that food them sisters cooking, all the problems go away.
Right.
You know
I mean, listen, the brother is telling the absolute truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Get with it, listen, get with it or get lost.
That's
man.
right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it here. You know what I'm saying? So until then, hey man, hey brother, to all my brothers, man, I leave you as I came, man. Shalom. Y'all Ba'Shem Yahushua Barak. Come on, brothers. And shalom, y'all with Shamala Thon, Ba'Shem Yahushua. Y'all the sisters, man. Y'all know what time it is. ISUPK, man, forever in the day, right? Y'all know what it is.
Rolling hard, forever I be rolling hard. Trials and tribulations in my life got me rolling hard. Woke up, Lord bless me with another day. Eat shit, showered, and be on my way. Jumped in the two-door, Monte Carlo, solo, with a fofo, on my way to get the dough, yo. If you don't work, then you don't eat. Don't be scared to walk through life when you got feet. You gotta run a race, it's a track meet.